All right, so I'm in the Infiniti Q50 and I'm about to take this for a test drive out on the mean streets of Chirac, also known as Chicago. So I'm just gonna cruise on out of this right here. Take this for a spin to see what this thing has to offer. So I'm gonna just slightly tap on the gas. Whoa, this thing has some pickup. Holy smoke. So I'm just gonna take it down the street to see what else it has. Pick up from start to the speed limit, whatever it is. I don't go past the speed limit. Watch out for this truck. So I'm gonna roll up the window. I don't know what's going on right here, but I'm about to go under the underpass, go through the underpass. And as you can see right here, I'm like just stopped right here, just looking around, looking at the vehicle. It's nice and clean on the inside, as you can see. A little bit of space in the back, not a lot of leg room. All leather interior finish right here. A little, looks like a little cockpit that I'm in right here. You see right here, it has all the information right here. It's a touch screen, no phones connected. It has a touch screen, everything going on right here. It's pretty cool. Let me go, how do I go back? So there's a lot of things. Phone information, settings, Infiniti drive mode selector, whatever that is. I'm gonna figure that out a little bit later. Just press the gas. This thing has pickup like none other. It's kind of scary. I'm like, oh man, I hope I'll be able to stop soon enough. But I'm just gonna cruise around here, cruise down the street. I'm going through Navy Pier. I'm just go around the block really quick to see what this is all about. So I'm just gonna go through Navy Pier, just gonna go straight to see what's going on. See if this person will let me through. Absolutely. All right, so I'm just gonna cruise on through one way, just cruise around and see what the turning is like in this. Very smooth. All right, so I just turned the corner right there and it was like almost effortlessly, like I wasn't even driving. Couldn't feel it at all. Like if I had my eyes closed, I wouldn't know that I was turning if I were sitting in the passenger seat. Very smooth handles, really well. Somebody's opening the car, pressing the brakes. The brakes are very kind of gradual, not super responsive. Let's see how it is at faster speed. All right, so that wasn't it wasn't very responsive on there. I don't know if it's just like something that, you know, they built in here to make it like seem like it's a little easy, but we'll see. I'm gonna go at a faster speed and try to press the brakes and to see how responsive it is. So I'm coming up to an intersection right here, gonna make a turn signal, and I'm gonna press the gas a little bit. This thing has quite the power. If you need to get out of a situation quickly, this might be the vehicle that you go to. I mean, it's a little surprising. I was looking at the Infiniti, the Q50, and I wasn't thinking that it would have this much power because it kind of looks like just an ordinary car, but it has some pickups. I'm gonna scoot the seat back a little bit for my legs. Wow, it goes back pretty far. Not leaving a lot of room in the back for passengers, but you know what? I don't have any passengers, so that's not really my concern right now. So I'm gonna adjust the steering wheel. I'm gonna press this gas to, whoa, it feels like I'm in a rocket. Wow, this thing has a lot of pickup. This is something I would write home about, like, you know, saying like everyone, yes, this car has some serious pickup. Let this vehicle know that I'm right here so he doesn't try to go out. Wow, this has some serious pickup. Hey, this is a fun car to drive if you're trying to like go from, you know, a slow speed to a faster speed rapidly. A lot of power. I'm really surprised by it. I'm gonna go ahead and make a left right here, cruise around the block a little bit more. But like so far, I kind of like it. I'm mostly impressed with this vehicle with the pickup that it has. The amount of power this has in such a small vehicle is very impressive. I like the leather interior of this vehicle. It's pretty nice. Nice and sleek. Feels like I'm in the cockpit right here. The controls right here, a lot of controls. It's gonna take some time for me to go through it and understand what all that's about, but it's pretty cool. This lady's gonna let me go. Thanks, lady. I'm just gonna cruise on down here, but yeah, this is quite impressive. There's this touch screen right here, there's a touch screen, and here's a monitor screen up here. That's not touch, I don't think. Oh yeah, it is. So there's 2 touch screens on here, which is pretty impressive. 2 touch screens going on. And the air conditioning heater right there. The controls are on the side. This is kind of unique. Little door right here for hiding a little bit of things in here. Pretty sweet. Besides the center console, everything else seems pretty much standard as to what the trend is going for vehicles as far as controls. You have your cruise control on the steering wheel. You can control the audio right here. One thing that I don't see here is manual shifting on the steering wheel. Is actually right here on the shifter stick in the middle console, which is kind of you know, kind of traditional. Like if you notice, like a lot of newer vehicles actually have the shifter paddles near the steering wheel. So that's a little bit different. So I'm just gonna, test the brakes out really quick. Yeah, they're kind of gradual. I'm kind of afraid of this. The braking on here, it's okay. I'm kind of scared to see what this would be like if the brake drums are wet. I have to wait for these people across the street and going a little bit slow. Just let them go. All right, good thing I saw them. I wasn't sure what they were doing, but it's all good. I'm gonna cruise around the street, but like I was saying, I'm kind of afraid if this vehicle, if the brake drums are wet, what's going to happen? Would I be able to stop efficiently? So that's a concern that I'm having with this vehicle right here. Let's see how this goes over a speed bump. Very smooth. This vehicle absorbs a lot of the shock, which is a great. It absorbs a lot of the shock going over the rear, so that's pretty great. Let me see if I'm gonna try to speed up. It stops okay. I'm still kind of afraid though, but I'm gonna do another test drive of this. That was just a quick test drive of me test driving this vehicle right here. I'm gonna do another test drive eventually and let you know how it goes. All right, thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. I'm gonna give another test drive of this. Thanks a lot. All right, today I have a 2019 Infiniti Q50. All right, I'm gonna take this on another test drive. So this is test drive number 2. All right, so I'm already have my seatbelt on, the vehicle's currently turned on. I'm gonna put this bad boy into gear and I'm going to take off around Chirac, also known as Chicago. So I'm gonna put it into gear so you can drive. All right, so this is a tight corner that I'm gonna try to turn around in here, and this vehicle can do it because it can go through. It has a very good turning radius. Okay, so you can turn around in small corners. I'm just gonna go under this lower level right here. All right, it's a little bit dark under here, and I'm just gonna cruise around with this vehicle. Close the windows up because there's a lot of noise going on underneath here. And so yeah, so this vehicle right here, I've driven in test, you know, in part 1, and I showed you how smooth it is, and you can barely feel it when you're turning around corners. All right, we're just gonna cruise around the street really quick. You can barely feel it. It has a lot of power. All right, it has a lot of power, and when you're turning around the corners, it can really handle corners really well. Okay, almost like a sports car. Okay, handles the corners really well, and it has great takeoff. Okay, so I'm just gonna go down here, just keep on cruising down the streets a little bit, press the gas a little bit, and just feel the takeoff. It has a lot of takeoff. All right, pretty cool. All right, so I'm just gonna keep on going through the intersection right here before I turn around, just showing you like, wow, like this vehicle really is the truth. Now let's see how well it stops. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. Stops on a dime. All right, pretty nice. All right, so I'm just gonna keep on cruising down the block. All right, cruising down the block, cruising down the block. A lot going on, people all downtown, not right here on this lower drive, but they are around. All right, so I'm just gonna cruise on through here and see what this vehicle is all about. It handles bumps on the road really well, because if you're in the city, there are a lot of bumps in the road, and you need a vehicle that can absorb it pretty well. All right, so what's going on up here? These people are playing around a little bit. Don't know what's going on. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and turn around here. Don't know what all that's about. In Chirac, you never know what goes on around here. All right, just gonna cruise, turn around the street. All right, let's see how this goes through an alley. All right, let's see how it goes through an alley, okay, where there's bumps and stuff. Well, there's trucks in there. I'm not gonna go down that alley. So scratch that, and we're just gonna cruise around. I'm just gonna go through here. Let's see what this is all about down here. I'm gonna go down this road right here. So it has great turning radius. If you need to have pickup really quick, this vehicle can definitely pick up on a moment's notice. Just simply tapping on the gas, and it goes zoom, 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 getting you going to up to the speed limit as swiftly as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn right here. Lady crossing the street, how you doing, lady? And I'm going. All right, so pretty nice. All right, see how it stops right here. Stops pretty well, right? Boom. Haha, pretty cool. All right, and I'm just gonna cruise on down the street. Feel the power with this. If you own an Infiniti at home, if you have one yourself, I know you must be just like, wow, yeah, people don't know about this vehicle, how fast it can pick up. Going through under the famous Billy Goat Tavern right here. Famous spot if you're ever in Chicago, go to Billy Goat Tavern. Great burgers right there. Grab yourself a burger and a brew. All right, that's Billy Goat Tavern. And I'm just gonna cruise through here. That's a stop sign, not a stop light, so make sure the coast is clear. Get through here, go ahead and make a left. Now, I don't have to turn much with this vehicle steering wheel to get it going around the corner. That's one thing I appreciate with this vehicle. So I'm just gonna go right here and then make a right. I can make a right on red, absolutely. Make sure that there's no cars coming. No cars are coming, so I'm gonna make a right here. This guy just blew a red light. People do that in Chicago. You always have to be on alert when driving because people run red lights. All right, gonna go into here. Now, if you notice, like this vehicle, the road is really bumpy, and it may seem like the car is jerking around a little bit, but you have to realize how bumpy the road is, okay? If you knew how bumpy the road is, you'd be like, wow, that's a great vehicle. All right, so I'm just gonna get through here. Guy on the scooter, he ran through a red light himself. All right, just gonna go through here, and here is the light. Boom. So yeah, so I like this vehicle. I mean, as opposed to other vehicles that I've driven, I mean, this vehicle definitely feels like a semi sports car. All right, almost feels like a sports car. Pretty cool. All right, but it is not a sports car. Gonna go through this light really quick. All right, so that's this vehicle. Let me know what your experience is with the Infiniti Q50. I like it. I'm just gonna keep on driving around. Stay tuned for part 3. I might even do a part 3. We'll see. But yeah, it's a great vehicle. I like it a lot. That's the Infiniti Q50. Let me know if you have any questions.